It's been a mixed month of, well, all sorts really. This month we've seen the conclusion of one of the longest events going. We've seen another event being done to absolute death. We've seen the worst mechanic ever brought into the game, and a new mechanic for the new players. Well, let's have a look at it all. This is December Deep Space Nine Part 4 grading. I'm Admiral Pegasus, and this is Star Trek Fleet Command. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So while we just wait for the game to load up, let's start with what we got this month. Well, it is the grading, and yeah, I've actually divided down. I've got a couple of pages worth of notes from this month. So we're going to kick off with the Battle Pass this month, and as you can see, it's come up, and here you go. I've got it completed. And at the time of recording, yes, there is still 3 days left. I'm literally doing this now because looking at the event calendar, there's not much left. There's not much left to this arc. So, and obviously, over the Christmas period, I will not be recording. So, the Battle Pass pretty much is, there's not much to write home about it, really, because it's just filled with the usual stuff. You've got one full rare armada. Unfortunately, though, that was restricted to the pay side. I'll tell you, let's jump in and have a look. So here we go. Then we've got 75 directives there on the premium and 125 there. So paid feature. Sorry, guys, that's the way it was this month. So yes, I will be referring to notes. I'm not quite Santa this month, but hey ho. Also, we had the pattern buffers, but again, paid line. Luckily, though, there was some Syndicate XP, some Trait XP on the free-to-play line, so it wasn't too bad at the end of the day. So that's the Battle Pass. Not much to be said, really. Now, here's the cream this month. It's been a fantastic month for the event store. Kicking off with Odo. The downside to him is, yes, he is a full unlock. He's an officer launched this month. As you can see, there's still 5 days on him on the event store. But the problem is, obviously, if you went and got Odo, that's pretty much all you was going to be getting this month. The officers saw... every officer brought in September, October, November, which was the Cisco crew, with the exception of Changeling Kira. You've got the Interceptor Strike Team and the Explorer Strike Team, and some pattern buffers as well. So it was nice to actually get some of them in there this month. I know I didn't do a video. I've been very short on videos this month. Unfortunately, it has been one of those higgledy-piggledy months where nothing went right. Blueprints, G4 ships introduced, and I'm not sure if G5 came in. If there was, I'm pretty sure it weren't going to be cheap. As you can see, limited to 15 for the Valdor. I've already got the Valdor, but 6,000 per chest. So rather expensive just to get the 15 blueprints, but there it was. Now the best addition to this was this, cheap as chips, literally 150,000 if you did not have any blueprints to the Mantis. 150,000 full pull. If you haven't got the Mantis yet, why not? Because I'm telling you, like, this is a fantastic mechanic since they've done the quote-unquote fix. So I'm absolutely loving it. Getting all that Syndicate XP every single day. And with the Syndicate XP event that we've just had come round, I actually finally unlocked Picard. Yes, I finally have another PvE crew, and now I'm able to go after those heavies by sending Pipe Moreau Chen on one ship, Picard, Beverly and Talon on another. I'm not using the punch-up crew at the minute because, to be honest, I think you actually need your ship a little bit higher tier to get those extra officer below decks for Beverly's ability, officer's ability. So at the minute, to me, Picard, Beverly, Talon is better than Beverly, Skinny Mud, Khan. Is that way? Yeah, I think that's the one. So that's what I'm doing at the minute. So yeah, this was a pure free-to-play grind to get it all. And I guarantee, if you've not been doing your events, you wouldn't have got it. Because the events, actually this month, I actually sat down and did a quick roundup of maths. And yes, I will admit, I have some solo leaderboards in them. But with what I've spent already, and as you can see, I've only got 52,000 left. I bought the... I finished off my Mantis. So I got that. I got another Meridian. Yes. I got the North Star because I haven't got it. I wanted it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get it. I went out and also bought a Discovery. Yes. I got the remaining blueprints for Discovery because I'm hatching bets at some point. I'm going to need one to scrap if it follows in line with what we did with the Fisher, with the Franklin. So that I'm edging my bets on that. Also, there was a pack bought into the event store, a Directives pack at 120,000. There was another one with some, I think it was it must have been more of a PvP crew because there was Honor Guard Worf in it. There was Harrison, but again 120,000. And then as well, there was also the Hostile Hunter pack, which has just come out. Well, it's actually just disappeared now, possibly. Again, both of them 120,000 each. I got the Hostile Hunter pack. I didn't get the one with Harrison in it. So, but, and then, yeah, so that leaves me with 52,000. So in total, free to play. Yes, free to play. All my currency was free to play, including some of the leaderboards where I literally spent some of what I've got. I'm looking 550,000 currency this month. Yes, 550,000. And bearing in mind, we've still got a couple of days left on the battle pass. Like I said, I'm doing this early because obviously I'm not recording over Christmas. But yeah. 550,000, potentially 600,000 currency this month. Yes, a substantial amount. I've not seen anything like it, and it was absolutely lovely. So there you go. So the event store, obviously as well, you've got you've got your ship parts, your special currencies, your frames and avatars. So the event store was a massive thumbs up this month. I did enjoy it, and like I said, I did actually spend a fair bit. What I've got left, I'm literally going after the Syndicate XP. So what I'm going to build up between now and what will be in the UK, the end of the event, which will be Boxing Day. Yes, it says it ends on the 25th, but that is actually the last day it starts. December the 25th, Christmas Day, and it runs into the UK as Boxing Day. And in fact, most of the world will be Boxing Day by the time the event finishes, but I will be going for the Syndicate XP to get that boosting, get it moving. So now I know some of your term might say, why not get some of the officers and all that? To be honest, I'm not even that bothered about the officers. I've got the officers that are locked I wanted. Strike teams, I'll get them eventually. But anyway, so that's the event store. Nice big thumbs up for that one. So next up, missions. Now, in the holodeck, we ended up with a whole whack of missions, and one of them was even tied into the Bajoran event store. So they rounded out the core missions and obviously brought it to a close. Now, to me, I think the closing was a little bit rushed. They could have done, probably add in an extra 5 parts, take it up to 15, but obviously it is generically parts 1 to 5, 6 to 10. That's pretty much what it is. So they had to get it all in and done and dusted. Did seem a little bit rushed at the end, but it was nice to bring it to a close and everything. The core mission event was a lot shorter than usual. I think it was about 5 or 6 days or something like that. It was ridiculously short, so you had to get those core missions in pretty quick. But it did tie in with the events, the espionage event, which closed. So look, moving on to the events. Now the diary was pretty full this month, so a lot to do. Pretty good. Espionage was brought to a close. We'll touch on espionage in just a moment. Now the other event that was brought in as well this month was this, the Player of the Month and Alliance of the Month. Now this is a fantastic event if you're a grinder to be the player event, because they are both leaderboards. Now what I would actually like to see is this expanded, grown on, maybe some SMSs to pay into the alliance, the leaderboards, pay into the alliance leaderboards, and really work. I mean, as you can see, I'm 65. I'm not going to get anywhere. Top 3 will get these badges for both your player and your alliance to go out and splash in the event store. So yes, there is event currency for this. It is an event currency, but yeah, fantastic idea, especially for those who really love to grind. Also saw the return this month of, yes, Rialta PvP. So you had to go to a specific system to do your PvP, or you could literally just go blow up 54 hostiles. Great way, stretch the Rialta's legs. It's a ship that's usually forgotten, especially once you get past level 6. It sort of sits in your dock and doesn't do an awful lot. Once you've got the Orion Corvette and the Unfortunate, you've only got 2 docks. The Rialta sort of like starts fading away from then. Now the material spend solo leaderboard solo milestone, stupidly high scores for the SMS. Stupidly high. It was literally the heroic event from November. Literally just moved over to December, took the word heroic off it, and still expected you to spend in the region of 40,000 uncommon materials just to do it. Yes, you could use your armadas, Cardassian armadas or faction armadas, but it was rares and epic. So again, if you got them, yeah, you could cash into it. But yeah, I think the last one I didn't get on the first milestone whatsoever. The first one, I managed to get the first milestone. What I'm going to get this weekend, I don't know. Probably not an awful lot. So, stupidly high scores, but it was great to see it return. For lack of a better phrase. Another event brought in that's been coming on this month is this one here. Perimeter Security. Absolutely done to death. Absolutely. 4 months of perimeter defense taking on Cardassian armadas. Absolutely done to death. I've got absolutely no directives. I've been struggling to do this event because it's trying to get in with your alliance to do the armadas, and then it only pays out for actually destroying the armadas. It doesn't pay out for spending the directives. And it's so difficult. I mean, I've got 75 uncommons directives. I've got 1 rare armada available. I've got no epics. Yeah. It's Christmas. I'm not going to have much time to do this. I've got to get everything ready. So, and then obviously at the time of recording, to make things even worse for armadas, first, you've got to go spend directives on the Cardassian armadas. Second, you've got to go spend the directives also on faction armadas. Urgh. So, it's very frustrating. Armadas literally done to death this Deep Space Nine arc. So, yeah, not too happy about that one. But it is what it is. That's what the Outrunners have done. They've added that just for coming in. Also, you've also got this Celestial Prospector as well. Yeah, simple mining. And still yet to see that avatar pop up. But there we go. Now, Espionage event. Espionage finished. Absolutely lovely event. I absolutely enjoyed it over the last 4 months. When I did actually do it. Now, the problem with the Espionage event, it was too long. There's no question about it. It was too long. It didn't need to last 4 months. It could have all been done in a month. Quite easy. So, bang a load of events around it. I mean, you got information through the core missions as well. There was hints dropped here, there and everywhere. I couldn't find them. The biggest hint for me, though, came at the end of the core missions in October when the Federation Admiral turned out to be a changeling. That was the biggest hint. So, what do you think on this one? I'm actually going to throw this one over to you guys. What do you think? We was given 3 officers. Cisco, Miles, Kira. Turned out it was Kira, right? Was it really? No, it was a changeling. Now, do you want to argue semantics on that one? Please drop it in the comment section down below. It was a changeling posing as Kira. So was it really Kira? No. Well, it wasn't Miles or Cisco because they ruled them out. They ruled Cisco out after October. They ruled Miles out at the end of November. Yeah, when December started. But they told you it was a changeling who imitated Kira. Hence the reason why the officer changed from Kira to Changeling Kira. So to me, yes, the emphasis was on Kira for the event purposes, but the changeling wasn't Kira. The spy wasn't Kira. It was a changeling. So, but again, you can argue semantics with me on that one. I'll be quite interested to see what you say. Drop it in the comment section down below. Also, if you like the video, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. So yeah, so the Espionage event, yeah, it was too long. It that could have easily been done something like in a week-long base of events, or a month long. Yeah, SMSs, missions, you know, literally woven it in. I mean, Jesus Christ, you did the core mission events in less than 6 days. So it proves that they can actually do something like that, where you've got like a certain amount of days to do some missions pertaining to this event, to find out who your spy is by the end of the week. And then the following week, you'll have a full week to spend the currency that you got. So now, here comes the next bit. And to me, this is letting the thing down. Starbase Assaults. And to be honest, the less said on this, the better. So I'm going to give you a quick 30-second review. Need to be Ops 15 to start it. You need new tactical mandates that you can find in your Alliance Unity pack from your dailies, and the Alliance Autism in your Alliance store. 120 per day. You'll need 200 to start it. The time is 10 minutes. There's your one with the guns. All you're going to get out of this damn thing is plasma to upgrade just your own starbase. That's it. That is it. It's bad enough that when they launched this starbase, they launched it as an oversized, glorified miner. As you can see, with the event going on at the minute, we've pulled ours in. We're not going to waste it. Yeah, just let the buildings go. Yeah. Now, the only upside to the Starbase Assault event is the addition of the PvP scoring metric to complete the SMS, which I thought was a great addition. I will give Scopely this one because it's the only way I was going to score in this to get these holographic cards and some more Ketracel. The downside, well, actually, no, it's not actually a downside. It's an upside. They actually put systems for you to actually go do it in. The downside was the PvP brackets. So, I mean, I saw a few lower players. I could have taken them on. I could have sent weaker ships out for them to come and take on. No, because they can't hit me because I'm a 42 and they're a level like 23. Fortunately, well, shit happens, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Nothing we can do about it. Now, officers. Your free-to-play officer this month was Kira. And we'll just get to the officers if we actually ever get there. So your free-to-play officer, like I said, was Kira. And there you go. I've already got her. Easy enough to obtain. I got her within the first week. Steely Determination. This is an officer that you put on your bridge as an officer to determine mitigation in assaults. Obviously, it does level up the higher tier you take her. And then Stick of Below Deck, she becomes a PvP officer, reducing your opponent's critical chance. So not critical damage, critical chance. So basically saying you've actually got less chance of actually getting a critical. Hey ho. Additional officers this month, of course, was Julian Bashir. Again, this was a solo Armada officer. See, I'm 10 shards short. Who knows? I might find another one this weekend, make myself a little bit closer. But again, I'll have to wait till he is put somewhere to actively source. I potentially think he could be a fairly good officer below deck officer on the ship, with his increasing your critical chance against solo Armadas. And then obviously critical damage if you put him in the captain's chair, 50% increase, pretty good when you do hit those crits. Obviously coupled with his officer ability as well. Yeah, I think he could be a decent officer. Next up was Jagzia Dax, our main epic. Fantastic fantastic abilities, increasing your mitigation by 700%, the health of officers against solo Armadas. Warrior Spirit, as you remember, Jagzia was the successor to Curzon, who was very well known in amongst the Klingon Empire, and he was revered, he was respected, and he was a fighter as well. And Jagzia was a worthy successor, and also she could stand up to Worf in a hand-to-hand combat. And she, in Way of the Warrior, she actually acquitted herself pretty well at ops. Well, in ops. Officer ability, obviously increasing weapon damage as well. Again, that as you tear her up, she's going to be a fantastic solo Armada officer. Juggle her around with Bashir, you're going to have one hell of a cracking combination. Put him on the Defiant, it should improve the Defiant's abilities. So, also mentioned Odo is your officer that you can get through the event store. He's a below deck officer. Again, increasing your increasing again your mitigation against solo Armadas, and then increasing your critical damage by 20%. So put all three of these on your ship. Yeah, fine, you're gonna have to make sure he's below deck for it to be effective. But a nice set this month, can't argue. Wish I'd have got at least one of these ones instead of Kira for the assaults. But again, is what it is. But again, fantastic additions. I can't wait till they actually become properly sourced and we can do them. Now, next up, field training. Fantastic addition. Fantastic addition. Yes, I've not done a video on this. We have had a couple of problems with it. We've still got a couple of problems running, in namely this particular one for the Orion Corvette. Yeah, we're just waiting for a fix on it. They've done the fix in regards to the Rialta, but obviously we've still got the Orion Corvette that was still waiting on Scopy to do a fix. Now, obviously, when they did this, it would have been nice if they actually considered that the veterans in the game, or those of us above a certain level where this really kind of cuts off, would have actually been taken into account, where we're going to want to still do this, even if it's just for a pittance, like potentially half. Wait, won't call up. Okay, so we can't do that one. Let's go into the one where we haven't done it yet, where you could potentially get half a pull of pike. Yes, half a pull of pike. 400 shards for just completing off this field training. Now, I do see great potential for this mechanic as well. Moving forward, maybe we might... maybe we'll see something better, something come along further down the line. Oh yeah, we've got Taurus as well, haven't we? So, yeah, that's another one. But something more come down the line for the field training. But we'll have to wait and see what happens next year. So, now... next up is the in-app store, is the various things that they've added, like your Dry Dock H, your new builder, your new repair queue. So things added. Now this one is the biggest joke going. They only did a £90/$100 pack. Now it's a fantastic pack. I'm not gonna lie, it's bloody awesome. What's in it is awesome. But seriously, come on, Scopely. It's Christmas for crying out loud. All they had to do was simply do a $20 pack with that. That is it. Nothing else in it. Just put that in it. I'd have gladly gone out. I said to my missus, would you let me use 90 quid to get this? She told me to F off. It's Christmas. I'm not paying for that. And she was quite right. So, now, I don't know what Scopely's analytics was saying, or who in finance was saying, oh yes, people will go out and buy a $100 pack of this at Christmas. Christmas is in the time of giving. This is buying for yourself. So unless somebody gives you $100 for Christmas, you ain't getting that. But then again, you ain't going to have time to do it. No, because it's going to disappear in a couple of days. So now, where's the... extra pack for your tactical mandates. Here you go. Third builder unlock, 100 quid. 20 quid. And look what they've put in here. A little bit of platinum and the key for your builder. Now, to me, this is a good pack. It's acceptable. But the problem is I don't need this. I don't need it. Now, maybe in the 50s I might need it, but I don't need it right now. I've only got a few buildings I can actually upgrade because I don't have the materials to do it. I haven't got the latinum to get it done. I haven't got the commons to get it done, and it's slowing me down. But then again, I'm in no rush because I need to build the materials up anyway. So, good idea. They could have done with Dry Dock H doing something like this. But it is Scopely. I don't know what they're thinking. Now, as well, there were some hidden cute quality of life updates. So if we take a look at the help start over there, it's got 7. Disappears. Well, it actually went down to 1 because obviously someone put an extra 1 in. So there we go. With no more of getting that screen of saying where we've got to click a button down the bottom saying, yes, we want to help all these players. So a nice little boost there. I don't know what I've just done there. There we go. Also, another hidden QI update, which they didn't bother telling us about. That button at the top there. Last month, it was just a grey box that just slowly got up. Now, find away some. It's actually got a timer, so you can physically see how long you've got to wait before you can sting. You can support. So, it was great to have that added in. So yeah, some quality of life updates. Can't wait to see if they've got any more coming next month. And that is pretty much it. Yeah. So how am I going to grade this month? Well, I'm sort of in two minds because it was a great month. It was. The downside to this month was this. The only thing that improved it was the PvP mechanic in the SMS. So, really, what do I want to grade this month? Well, I'll tell you what, let's not let a crap mechanic blow it for Christmas. It started off very poorly. An absolute poor start to an arc that was supposed to save the game. But it's finished on a high. Let's give it an A. Yeah, not the Starbase Assaults. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And I'll tell you what. Let's put the A where it should be, where it well and truly deserves. Right here. There you go. A. Absolutely an A. So that is the month. That is December. I am also releasing a video grading Deep Space Nine as a whole. Yes, I'm going to release a video revealing Deep Space Nine as a whole. Luckily, Eco's done most of the work for us with the roadmap. But anyway, so watch out. That video will be coming on in the next day or so. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think this was an A? Do you think it was less than an A? Anything that you enjoyed? Anything that you hated? Let me know in the comment section down below. Until then, I'm Admiral Pegasus saying have a very, very Merry Christmas. And I shall see you just after. Take care, stay safe, live long and prosper. Goodbye.